Greetings. My name is Dr. Wadell Brooks, Sr., your host, and this is Community Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very fortunate to have with us Elder Willie Brooks, well-known activist in Lake County.
Yeah.
And he volunteered to be with us today to talk about Black History Retrospective. Good evening, Brother Willie.
Good evening, Mr. Brooks. I'm glad to be here today. Black History Month. We're talking about Black history. I only know 71 years of history, you know. So and I didn't come from the South, so we're gonna make it happen today. Talk about what I know.
Well, why is it important to talk about Black history?
We need to know our history to know our future. We need to know the tricks of the enemy and the tricks that we've been played on us in history. What people paid the price for our freedom. I mean, stuff we take for granted now. We stop in the store, eat at McDonald's, stay at hotels anywhere. We couldn't do this years ago. We couldn't live where we wanted to. So we need to know the history so we know what to be proud of and what to know the price that was paid for freedom.
Let's talk about just a little bit about the biblical history because that entails Black history also. And I would go back to man was created from the dust of the earth, right?
Into God's image.
Okay.
Let us make man in God's image. Let us, Genesis 1:26. Let us make man in our image, in his image. So
okay.
I mean, we here.
So, but I never seen any dirt other than black, right?
Oh, you go down south in Alabama, they got brown dirt, red dirt.
Okay.
Alabama, they got red dirt. That's we see life from perspective of where we live at. America is just a piece of the world. So we look at it from an American view and a world view. So we look at world view. In other countries, they got all kinds of different dirt. I know in Alabama, they got that red dirt.
Okay, okay. But tell us, you said you were, don't know anything about the South, but you can speak from a black perspective, though.
I can speak from perspective. My mother was raised in Mississippi, so I heard about the South. I went to visit the South, but I never had to live constantly day to day and walk a mile to school and be beat up by white people for drinking out the wrong fountain, riding the bus where you can't sit in the back of the bus, got to sit in the back. I never went through this, but I lived through it and read the Jet magazine as I was growing up, Ebony, and seeing the pain of the black people. And I know people will come back and forth. My mother told me what they had to go through in the South. I lived during that era of just about, we still in slavery after the war.
You know, the Constitution of the United States was written for, well, was it written for all people? But the reason I ask you this because it states in there that blacks were 3/5 of a person.
That's in the Constitution. It's still there.
Yeah, it's still in the
Constitution.
Constitution.
There. I can't take the amendment. They said we were less than a person.
But I have to let our audience know that was Section 2 of the Constitution that states that blacks were 3/5 of a person. But that was for political reasons, I understand. Now,
yes.
You mentioned about the amendments. Now, there was the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. The 13th Amendment says slaves were abolished. And 14th Amendment, Negroes made citizens, and then the 15th Amendment, the Negroes had the right to vote. But the 3/5 of a person is still in there, amended by the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment.
Well, since I've been born, I've been called colored, Negro, now we black. We've been called so many different names. How we keep up with history. We've been called all these names. I was born a Negro.
Okay.
Then then in the 70s, 60s, we became black. Then we became Afro-American. And now, colored, we were Negro, colored, Afro-American. Now we blacks. So, how we follow, ain't no other nationality got to go back with all them different names. The Polish was called Poles and all that, but they were nicknames, dumb names. But I'm talking about as a people, we've been called 4 different names that I could think of and telling me about my history.
If we go back to the Dred Scott decision of 1857, Roger B. Taney, Taney, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court at that time,
Okay.
stated that blacks have no rights that white man is to respect.
Well, we're really.
Now, that's the Chief Justice.
Well, back then, what Chief Justice ordered was two systems. You got the political system was all white. The people who make all the laws was all white. If you go back and look at all the real history of these people who Jefferson and all these people, John Adams, who they really were, they were slave owners. All the stuff we go back and look at history, and so we looking at a slave owner, tell them who we are. That's why I tell you, we went from Negro to blacks, now to colored. They used to have found colored, whites only, colored on it in the South. Colors couldn't drink out the white. They had a name for it. It went from nigger, Negro, nigger. Then with all these names we had that we got to live with. So the man who gave us the name is the one making the law. So he ain't gonna make no law that I be equal with him.
Okay, I guess you're exactly right. Slave owners wrote the Constitution.
Wrote the Constitution. Now they wrote the Constitution. They're not gonna write nothing that you free. They write nothing that they free and they get equal rights.
Well, the first president of the United States of America was a black man.
You gave me that form on black with a lot of black men. What's his name?
Right, Johnson. I'm sorry, you got me. You get my. But what happened is that while I'm pulling this out, they had Articles of Confederation before the Constitution was adopted, and he was elected the first. Now, George Washington was about the 8th president of the United States, what we call the United States of America.
But what did they call him back then? The first black or the first Negro? Or they called him the first, back then we was Negroes. Nowhere in history we was black. They didn't put a color to it. They was non-existent color. It's called Negro.
Exactly. You're exactly
we
right.
have no mind. We have no mind. Negro mean we ignorant, don't have no mind.
Yeah.
Until we can't sit at the table, we don't have no mind.
And we had two types. We had slaves that work in the field and slaves work in the house.
We talk about, you tell me all the time about how we can't come together. But going all the way back to that area, they divided them from a field Negro to a house Negro.
Okay.
House Negro ate with the master. Field Negro ate whatever slop that would get pig ears, pigtails, all the stuff that he didn't want and threw away. That's what they got. It was like less than a person. They throw the scrap out there. We had to make do off the scrap. Pig ears, chicken brains, all that stuff. They call it soul food now, but that was thrown away food.
Now that he was the one that kept the slave owner informed. About the
wasn't getting out of hand. It wasn't getting out of hand.
They had
a Negro leader to tell the rest of them, tell the master which one is getting out, which one trying to have a revolt against you. It was always one they always pulled to the side. This is the same system they got now. Pull one to the side, make them feel like we one of them, and they use us to come against the others.
The same procedure is used now that was used then?
It's the same procedure. The old Willie Lynch law. Woo, that's your thing.
Now, Willie Lynch. Who was Willie Lynch? Willie Lynch was a slave owner that told other slave owners, say, look, don't beat your slaves. If you beat them, you'll kill them, and you won't have anybody to work for you.
So you beat them in the mind. You beat them up here. You beat them in there. You torture them mentally.
Right. That was the key.
And you have them for life.
And this is...
You have law to you for life.
Now, this is 2020. And
same system.
It's still working.
It's the same system. When everybody got elected there, everybody went to hollering about the black man getting elected. The same thing that's been going on for years, that we attack each other.
Okay. Will we ever learn? But he said that you will have them under control perpetually.
For the rest of forever. Forever.
Now he did some. That's what when you work on the mind, and that controls
the mind,
the whole
control.
Ride.
You control anybody from and they come in the house, beat the man up. They go in the house, beat the man up, and then the landowner take his wife to bed. Take him every night, come and beat the man up, and he take the slave's wife to bed.
Okay.
The slave owner.
Well, who was free then? You said the white man and the
The
black
most freest
female?
thing since I've been living is the black woman
Okay.
and the white white man. They runs everything. So you don't see the black woman fighting for civil rights. It's the white women. They the one had them couldn't say nothing.
Okay.
It wasn't the black women. The black women had control because the man come out at night and snatch them out the house when he want them. The daughters and everything. I mean, it's a cold world. We forget about America, the roots of America. America's cold. I mean, what we had the Indians. They come in. Columbus said he discovered the Indians, but there was some Indians already here, and they killed them. Then we came here. They tortured us, and we were slaves. They tortured us and come and sell us like slaves. Every first of the month, they put us up for auction us off to another slave owner.
So what you're saying is that the original people in America were Indians.
The original was here. Columbus lied and said he found how you discovered somebody already here.
Okay.
He didn't discover that. We found out 50 years, 100 years later that he couldn't discover nothing.
Okay.
And somebody already here.
As a matter of fact, there were slaves on a boat that brought him here.
They brought them here. What I'm saying is the system been going on for years. But one thing about America, they see something, they gonna take it.
Okay.
That's how we stay number one. We take it. We run over countries.
Okay.
We run over countries. We run over people. We don't care about people. Get another slave. If they kill 100, go get another 100.
Okay.
That's our mentality of America. That we're a strong nation under one flag, and we'll kill you if you bother us. Mm-hmm. And that's good today. And they don't take the privileged people, which is the white people. Okay. Now they don't want the immigration because they don't want nobody to be privileged but them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The same few want America to stay the same. Us and them. Mm-hmm. You my slave, you work for me, you can't be equal. When you get $1 million, you can't be equal.
Well, when is America going to wake up?
It's woke. It's woke. Trump got together to say, bring America back. It woke back up. We had getting all these foreigners, man was bringing all these foreigners in, coming here, and technology is going to mean less people.
Yeah.
Now you open your gates and bring all these people in, but technology so people come here now, going to school, educate, who not American. They taking the ones who we've been here, all these blacks, we didn't go to school, and we think Johnny gonna pay us. Johnny America's not gonna pay us to sit around. If you don't go to school now, you left behind, because right here in Lake County, they got a new high school just for Spanish. On Beverly Hills, for preschool for Spanish. We've been here all the time. We never thought of putting a school for ourselves.
Just for Spanish?
Just for Spanish on Beverly Hills. Okay, Mark. The pre-college school.
Yeah.
They get their people ready because they come united. Division came from the womb. Division came way back when I tell you, Ben, how can we come together? We go over in Africa, Nigeria, all them countries. Blacks fighting against blacks. Mm-hmm. That's the original. They fight, one tribe fight against, there's no white man. It's them fighting against one. With the white man in the back getting them guns.
Okay.
So we in America, Western civilized here, we trying to put something together about unity, but unity can't come because it comes from the root of division. Okay. We've been divided since the root of division.
Wow. You asked me about the name of the
first president,
John Hanson.
John Hanson. Now, how many people know about John Hanson, Don?
Well, the ones that watching the program, tapping the. Going to the computer.
That's what they know.
And put John Hanson in, and they'll find out he's coming up. He is a black man, and his picture is on a $2 bill.
Well, where did you get the information?
Computer.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, we didn't have computers back then.
Right.
So it wasn't in the library?
Yeah, you're right. We
had the library then. The library didn't tell us everything, man.
It's in there though. Now he was. They'll find out that he's a Moor, and the Moors are dark-skinned people, and so they'll find out that John Hanson, the first 1781 to 1782, was a
who elected him?
The Congress.
Why'd they do it?
Well, he was smart. He was. You know, he was.
He's a Negro. He's smart. And they elected him.
That's right.
How many people? It must have been all these years we just found this out. So we got history here.
That's right. Exactly.
Tell me how history been here.
The Articles of Confederation. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's on a $2 bill now.
Yeah, he's still on a $2 bill. He's still $2 bill, $2 bill.
I'm going to give me one of mine and see who he is. I mean, I heard about him, but I know he's on a $2 bill.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you.
Okay,
this,
I have the information.
data. You got the data.
I got the data.
And it got the circle there. You can't see him, but that's where he's sitting.
Oh, man.
So you can't. You can't miss
Mr.
him.
Brooks, you can't see him.
Well, it's you need to get a microscope there. But he's there on a $2 bill. And there's some discussion about a female going to be put on a $20 bill, right?
Oh, Tubman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tubman. Tubman
Yeah.
going to be on the 20. If it's already set, but you never know about politics.
Okay. 20 years from now, I think it's something like that.
Tubman, she freed all the slaves, they say.
Speaking of that, she freed out. Well, what about the Underground Railroad?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what she?
They say, but you watch these movies, history been rewrote 100 times. And that happened, but if you go down south, you be wondering, how did they get away? Because all the roads was road. They had horses, they rode. We talking about before automobile. And the roads, the only way we come together is on Sunday at church, where all the slaves can come to church on Sunday. So I'm saying that's all we could talk about the getaway. So they got one in there listening to all your talk. So how did Tubman really? I hear it, but sometimes you question history.
Well, 1860, 63.
Okay.
It was
They didn't have no cars.
Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
They had the horse stagecoach. So how did we get all this?
They traveled from
California down
to
New York.
Texas. That's where we had the program called Juneteenth. When blacks found out that they were free, and then they started traveling. Matter of fact, there are areas in Gurnee, Illinois. You heard of the Mother Rudd home?
No, I never heard.
Slaves stayed there during the day, and at night they fled to Canada.
Okay. All right, and nowhere on the water they stayed? It was nowhere on the water with high wood? Nowhere on the water?
No, it was
Nowhere,
by land. They traveled by land.
Yeah, okay, land, by the railroad. They stayed with the railroad, near the railroad?
Well, by land, I don't know by the railroad.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bunch of people, Negroes then running down the road in land, and they could spot them.
That was thousands of them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Fleeing to
You
Canada.
can see that. You see 1,000 people come here now, and nobody's seen them.
Well, they traveled during the night.
1,000 at one time?
Oh, probably more than that, yeah.
And little cities out there in the boondocks, you hear 1,000 cattle coming at night.
What I would like for you to do, I took a group out to Mother Rudd home and went down in the lower level, the basement there, so they could see how the slaves were kept. Yeah,
Now what was off Grand Avenue?
Oh, that's right. Ralph Grand.
Okay, man, I got to go out there and see that.
Be sure to go in there.
Yeah.
Mother Rudd home, yeah. Now, what about reading and writing? We talk about retrospective. Could slaves learn how to read and write?
They couldn't read and write, and they couldn't own a book. They couldn't read and write. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking coming here today, you had some black Negro doctors that came out of the South. How did they read and write to get to be a doctor? In Waukegan, you had Eugene
King.
King, and another doctor down there, Dr. Smith. Was down. So how did they go to school to be a doctor? And they couldn't read and write. But they took care of the Negroes back there. They was the only doctor we can go to, right here in Waukegan.
Okay. Now, there were Negroes or blacks that organized, and there's a group called the KKK, Ku Klux Klan. They organize and say, hey, the blacks we better slow them down. They're moving too fast. They organize to stop the movement.
Well,
right?
was that Mississippi or Alabama?
Probably both.
What did they organize? What did they start at? Alabama, Mississippi.
Well, as far as I know, Mississippi.
Okay, Mississippi.
You know,
They tell me.
But they all over the South, I guess, right?
Well, they tell me is the Grand Master stayed in Winter Harbor. Back in the day, the Grand Master of the Ku Klux Klan. I know a lot of people, when you say that, they're afraid of them because they ride down on them. They just come with hoods on them because you shop with them in the day, and at night they come out and kill you. You do business with them in the day. You knew Mr. Charlie, but Mr. Charlie put a rag on his head at night and come in and kill everyone and burn the house up. We must be some powerful people that they want to kill us just today, even today. That we've been shot going down the street, they got abortion in our neighborhood. Something must be in our genes that people hate us. Every other country can come here and prosper, but they still don't want the average Afro-American black man, colored man, Negro to do anything prosper in the state, in the United States.
But see, God made black, so you're special.
Wait, we must. Jesus must have been black because they hate us like, oh, they shooting our boys down now in the back, shooting them down for eating a piece of candy out the stove.
Yeah.
Anything, locking them up. So it must be something in this gene called black that y'all want to put 5 different names on and try to put names on to pay the black against the light against the black. But something must be in our genes that they always want to keep. Everybody else come over here and open a store. We can't open one store.
Okay.
Everybody from every country never heard of America. Next thing they got a store in our neighborhood.
And we support them.
And we support them because they got a mind twist that we got to support them and don't support us because we'll get ahead of them. If they support me, I'm going to get ahead of them. Brother Willie, don't make, he living out there, he hustling. Well, I'm hustling, I'm trying to make money just like that Mexican or that Arab and all these people, they come in our community doing business. And we'll support them before we support us.
But what about this elevation where as long as a black, we call them successful, but there's a white backing them?
Well, most black men got a white agent. All the baseball, football people give them a white agent. They steer them away from coming back helping their community. The people them help them get there, they can't come back and even talk to them. They'll take you down. You'll never make it. You go back in that neighborhood. They're going to beg from you. Don't give them nothing. They're going to all ask you. They steal them where they live. They steal them, agents steal them everywhere. But still, nobody come back and give us nothing.
So as long as they're in control, there's a black hood.
Then to college, they put the white little girl on him. And the first thing, he married a girl who got money. Next thing, he don't make the NBA. He don't make the NBA thing. He get rid of him. I mean, she get rid of him.
Okay.
Now he ain't got nobody. Once he don't make the NBA, he got to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry about that, Mr.
You mentioned about the reading and writing, but not only do they keep the blacks or slaves from reading and writing, learn how to read and write, but the person that's teaching them, they're subject to kill them too.
You look around now, it's mostly, we're being taught by 80%, maybe 90% white teachers or Hispanic teachers. We see very few Afro-American teachers in our school, in our black neighborhood schools. I heard the other night, I was at a program, that Rita Mayfield said anybody want to go to school for a teacher in Lake County, they can go free.
Okay.
I heard her say this the other night.
Yeah.
So I'm put out, anybody going to college in Lake County for Afro-American going to school for a teacher, Rita Mayfield said they can go free. Go out there and catch that program if you believe you want to be a teacher, because we need black men and especially black men, but black people as teachers, educating our own kids in our community. This is something needed.
Well, she stated that money has been appropriated.
The money's already there. We got to go get it.
By the government.
A lot of times we slow go and get the money, and money disappear.
Okay.
I mean, it's money available for Afro-Americans to go get some money. She fought to get it. Now the kids want to go to school. You need to go out there and see what it takes to be a teacher.
Okay.
Sitting around the house playing games, and then he'd be home. He'd be there 30 years old, sitting around there playing games when they can go to school and be a teacher free.
Right.
Got to buy his books, probably. Got to pay something, dude.
I think probably you signed an agreement that you would teach in Illinois.
I know, yes, it's got to be keep our teachers.
But it's still a
That's
free education.
Free.
Yeah.
Free means nothing.
Now, what about sexual harassment, that was a big deal for a while. Why was there so much concern about sexual harassment? Now, like you mentioned, the black slave had been harassed from the beginning of time.
The white woman's revolting because the white woman been left behind. The white woman been left behind. Look at all the systems. You out there fighting the most. The white women are fighting.
Okay.
Now they coming at the system about, they know you go to corporation high. They know at corporation how you move up in the corporation. They've been playing this game for years. Then the first thing they did was attack Bill Cosby and other black people about sexual harassment. Because they wanted to take him down. They don't never want us to succeed. That I could say, oh, Bill Cosby was a good family man. No, he's a sex predator. Now his name, they steal the name. They can't take the money, but you steal the name.
Okay. Exactly.
Now, you can't say nothing to a woman. You say something she worked for you may go to jail. And you know, hey, baby, you can't do it, mate. I'm just talking. Next thing you know, you can't say it.
Well, not only saying, but you can't even whistle. I mean,
Emmett
Till whistled. She claimed that he whistled.
Well, nobody heard him whistle. He can't tell if he whistled or not. He dead.
Right.
That's why I tell you how bad the South was, how bad it was. I was right here in Waukegan and go to school. I went to black school in Waukegan. But I couldn't say nothing to white girls in class.
Okay.
Because they put Emmett Till on jet, showed how bad he was. I was scared in the North to say something to him because it wasn't as bad as the South, but I seen what they did to him.
Okay.
It's like they threatened all black people.
You know, I have a Jet magazine showing Emmett Till.
Yeah.
This one that you were.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I didn't. I wish I could show it on the screen to let the Lake County know how they jerk him out of his bed and put him in a creek, and the only way he got away is I think the sprigs on the tree broke or something, and they drug the creek river there in Tallahassee or whatever the river was, and she brought him back and had a funeral so the world could see.
Well, that was then. But how many that is not written about? How many happened to people not written about?
Thousands, probably.
Yeah. Thousands. How they put it, now they just found how the police in Chicago beat you up and made you go to jail because you had no voice. Wasn't no DNA. They say you raped a girl, you was in school, you raped somebody. They put all charges on because we had no voice. You're going to be at 3/4 of a person. They go back to that law. He's lying because he's 3/4 of a person. Okay. And they called the Negro back then. That Negro is lying because he's 3/4 of a person. We can't believe him. The Constitution tells us not to believe him. And you say I'm innocent, next thing you got 20 years for something, you was at home.
Yeah, I had a show recently on Oscar Parham, I guess. He was given a life sentence and he wasn't even at the site of the crime.
Is that the one Rita got feed?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
30 years he served, and Rita Mayfield.
30 years of his life.
Of his life, and they finally she heard about it, and she, got behind it.
But 30 years of his life.
For something he didn't do.
Something they put on us, they don't even want to live.
Right.
I had to work in the plant. They talked to us in the plant like a dog, and we had to work the hardest job till we could feed our family. It's racism everywhere we go. Remember that redlining, how they had redlining? You could buy a house in North Side, South Side, Waukegan. You couldn't live on certain parts of Waukegan. It's redline. You could buy a show. You can't live there. You see a night, no, you can't live there.
Or you couldn't get a loan.
A loan?
Because of redlining.
Yeah.
What is your zip code?
Yeah.
Certain zip codes, couldn't.
Zip code, you couldn't live anywhere. I'm talking about I lived where you couldn't live anywhere you wanted to live. In America. But America the Great.
Yeah.
We go beat everybody up by how they treat people. I'm talking about we've been treated. We talking about how blacks been treated over the years in America and Illinois.
This is well. You think that when we hear our president saying we want to go back.
Go back to what?
Then what is he saying?
Go back. Yeah, we had them juke joints.
We're gonna make America great again.
Yeah, well we had them juke joints and party, but the again mean that we again. How far again we going? Because you had them old cars, make you remember people like them old cars, but them old cars, remember what happened to them old cars. How they used to ride down the street, snatch you up the street and beat you to death, and throw you out the suicide door, then they throw you out the other side of the door. All kinds of stuff. You go back in old antique museums and start thinking about what went on during that time.
Well, what strategies do you, in other words, they put the strategies on us to use to try to change things around?
Well, you know what, Cadillac was the main car, but they used the Buick for all new parts. Where they're gonna bring out the Cadillac they used on the Buick the year before. Cadillac gonna come with blinking lights because they used it on the Buick. The Buick was a poor man's Cadillac. He couldn't do it, but they used it. It'd be like a prototype of what's gonna come out on the Buick.
Okay.
A poor man's car. So now we as men got to go back and get the generation that's been missing men. Black men got to start getting the men. Not all young men 30, 40 years old, they don't have no father. They never been fathered. Men 40 years old and 40 years, they never been fathered. They put a thing called the drugs in the neighborhood. Half the fathers got caught up.
Okay.
And then the men, they had the welfare said the man can't be in the house. The man, you can have 10 babies. You keep having babies, but the man can't live with you. They come around and inspect the house. So the men was pushed out the house. And men got out the house. So this generation never had the voice of the father. So we must come together as men and bring back the voice of the father. We older men, we can't talk about what did happen. We need to bring back the voice of the father back in our community, because the father, they can't fight something they don't know what they fight. We need to have discussions like this, but encourage them to come back together.
Okay.
Because the voice of the father in the black community is missing.
I wonder, would this help people? Now, we have the cousin of Emmett Till that, you just discussed how they drug him in a creek, and his mother allowed his body to be shown in Chicago.
Yeah.
But his cousin is coming to Lake County Saturday, February the 15th at the Mundelein, Doubletree and Mundelein. And if anyone wants to go there, and I don't have it to show it on the screen, but they could contact me and I could refer them to the,
Who giving it?
The National Association of University Women.
Okay.
Yeah, Gwen Beckwith is I think she's the president. She's is the source person. So see Gwen Beckwith, the National Association of University Women, the North Shore, Illinois branch. And that's, I guess the title is The Spark of the Civil Rights Movement, the Emmett Till story.
Okay.
And his cousin name was Reverend Wheeler Parker Jr. And so
he's gonna talk about he's seen it.
Yeah, he was in the room.
He's in the room.
But they wanted Emmett Till, so they didn't bother him.
They snatched Emmett. They left him there.
Yeah. So that's Gwen Beckwith, National Association of University Women. Okay. Now, Brother Willie, we talk about blacks, but we've had three black popes. And I'm going to give you the information too.
Three black popes?
Three black popes, African popes. And not only the three black popes, but look here, we got other saints. They got the saints here, and naturally, if you got popes, you're going to have saints. And Saint Martin de Porres was
He wasn't no pope.
He was a saint.
I'm going to say, I know he wasn't no
He
pope.
was a saint, yeah. 1579 to 1639, So
well, that's what I was telling you.
I could share
we
that with you.
We got to get Afro-American history from the perspective of a world view instead of American view. See, American, I didn't know this, but the world know this. See what I'm saying? We talk from Lake County, from a small piece of dust, and talk about a world view. We could talk about here. We can't talk about the state view from Lake County. The state is bigger than Lake County, the view. What you see, you'll change your thinking.
Right, right. So we just letting Lake County know bits and pieces so that you can go right to your library or your computer. And also, here's another bits here, 1001 Black Inventions.
Okay.
This is a supplement. I think I may have given you that before, but I want to give you, make sure you have it there.
1,000.
Now, I couldn't name all of them here, like the filament of the light.
Okay. But you know they took our idea. We didn't have no money with it.
Exactly.
We didn't have no money to make the thing happen. So somebody got it. Then we couldn't write. So they had to put somebody's name on it.
Okay.
They couldn't put X on it. You know, back in the day, they put X. I make an X like that.
Okay.
I got to make that X same way. But so they had to take this and put it in a white man's name because he had to do paperwork, everything he did. That's the paper. History called paper.
Then, too, if you work for a corporation, you sign a release that if you invent anything,
You sign your rights over.
sign your rights over.
For $25.
So they still.
$25. They on the board all the time. Tell us the idea, we give you $25.
Boy.
Steal the slave mine, give them the crumbs. They make $1 million, give us a crumb. I was in the plant for years. They said, come up with an idea, we give you $25.
Now, we have the answer, Brother Willie, and Christ is the answer.
He's the answer.
Yeah, it's not about us, it's about Jesus, right?
And now we all see Jesus different. We used to see Jesus. We used to see, but now we ain't got so to the point now in America, everybody got a different Jesus.
Okay.
You got a white Jesus, and you got a black Jesus. You got other kind of Jesus. But they still work.
But if you just realize, but people don't realize, God was created. God created man.
I went through the South. I got lost one day. I went through Highway 25 going through Kentucky. And I went that way, and I understand every little town got a little white church with a long steeple on it.
Okay.
And you can't go in there. I mean, I'm saying black folks is not really, like we still now today. They still got the little church. I went down there. A friend of mine was sick with cancer down in Indiana.
Yeah.
And I went to a little church way down in Indiana. They got them flying turkeys down. I never been that far in Indiana in my life. But they got the little white church with the steeple. They don't, they allowed us to come in, but we wasn't welcome. But they were singing about this same Jesus. Mm-hmm. They were singing about Jesus, but we didn't have no welcoming spirit about just coming into they realm of Jesus.
But they don't practice what they preach then, huh?
Well, we don't, but I'm saying Jesus become white and black on Sunday.
Okay.
Very few churches, black churches, invite white churches to their church on Sunday. Two different cultures of Jesus. So we both see Jesus.
But the same Bible, though.
The same Bible. They all interpret it different. And then in the Bible, they call us the enemy. So, you know what I'm saying? They had it all growing up. We was black and we was the enemy. We was like Satan. They always made Satan look black. They always make in the Bible, they make Satan look black.
Yeah.
And it was black. So black, we was the enemy. And we was Satan's people. We dance, we holler, we scream, and they don't say nothing. Well, look, perfect Jesus.
We all came over here on different ships, but we're in the same boat together now.
Well, we came over the ship, and we're still in two different ships. It's the have and the have not. We can go politics right now. People like Trump, he never worked a job. He don't know what we talking about. 40 hours, he don't know what we talking about. It's 40 hours of golf. So they live in a realm that we can't even imagine. Eat anything you want to do, go where you want to go. They work for their living. They work. They got stocks working. They're not begging, but I'm still saying they don't live in the realm that we down here. The average man got to do 40 hours, then you retire. You still got to work. We see life, perspective of life different, and we still treat it different.
But what about black achievements now? We've been talking about slaves now, but what about black? We can go academics, and you mentioned the doctors, the lawyers, and we got the sports arena, and every field that we're in, we're super.
Well, them doors have been open, but anybody open the door to 1 and 2. They don't never open the door for 100, 10 and 100.
Okay.
They open the door for 1 and 2. Me and you go somewhere and they'll accept, oh, hi, Mr. Brooks, how you, Mr. We go in. But if I brought 10 others with it, it's crowded in here right now, you know, hey. I mean, it's still a way to be prejudiced and the keep us out but let us in. All of a sudden, it's crowded. But then you see another whole crowd come to the restaurant while you standing there, more than you. So it's still going on, prejudice. Yeah, we are coming a long way. They put us up there in these positions, but they still running things. They only allow you to go so far.
Okay.
They allow you to be over something, and they still in the background in the board meeting pulling the strings. They never give up the ship. They let a different steering guy steer the ship, but they never give up the ship. They ain't giving up all the ship. No, they're not giving the ship. Obama was a good president, and he done some things, but he couldn't take full throttle of the ship after 8 years. He couldn't take the ship because he's on in there for 8 years and you didn't come there with no money. So we know how to get you. We're going to put people around you with money, and you're going to come out here rich, or you're going to be a good front man. Some things he wanted to do, he couldn't do because the system ain't going to let him do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, politically, maybe it's a different story because he was not able to be president unless he went along with the system, right?
Nobody can be president unless the system let you in.
Okay.
Me and you can't run the mile for president coming out and walk in. Some kind of way we see, they'll knock all the walls down and see something they want in you. Okay. You'll be a good yes man. Nobody gonna take that power. That's why even in the election, when you go back to the election, the election was all geared to the people had no choice. They build this up around the world about the people, democracy.
Okay.
But on the presidential, you have no, democracy don't work with the president. They showed you that with the last presidential. They found out the 13, they went by point system. They didn't go electoral vote. They went electoral vote. They didn't go popular vote. They made that in the Constitution. We don't care how much you get. We're going the electoral vote. Us 12 people going to still elect the president of the United States, 20, whatever it is. So we've seen that in the last election.
That's just encouraging people from voting.
You can vote.
We're trying to encourage people to vote.
Well, you can vote for
3 million votes.
Well, you can vote for
more than he did.
You can elect the Senate and the Congress, your vote count. But the president, they never gave you the power of president. That's the whole ship. They never about giving you the whole ship.
Okay.
So they make sure that stay in one of the systems there. It's stay in two systems, either Democrat or Republican. That system, they go by electoral vote.
Yeah.
And Hillary knew this when she was running. She knew about the electoral vote. You needed, but some kind of way she got twisted because they put a move on her. She had been there before.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to jump subject, but I'm talking about the power of America. America's still a dictator. They still went in there still the boy that they say bombed. They say he bombed the building in New York. They said they went and killed him. Then they went and got Gaddafi. All that we're talking about African now.
Okay.
All our African dictators, they went in and killed them all, talking about they were saving the people.
Okay.
And taking away dictators. But we're a dictator.
Okay.
You look at Hussein. Let me talk about Africa. Africa got to come out of Waukegan and down. Africa go back to the root. We have minerals. God gave us everything, all of the silver, gold, everything.
Okay.
And we went over there, and now we taking it from all the dictators. And we say they bad. But we went there taking the oil. He gave us the oil, the silver, the gold. Look back in history. All that was Africans. And we go over there talking we protecting them.
Okay.
We taking them. Next thing they killed Gaddafi, they killed Hussein, they killed all the African leaders.
Yeah.
And that the people don't have a choice over there, we're going to put a plan over there. We're America. We cold-blooded. Africans. We talking about Africa. So we talking about Africa. We got to go back to the root. God told us to give it. I'm giving you a land of milk and honey. Well, he gave us the gold, he gave us the silver, he gave us the oil. All we had, the Africans had it. We had it. And then we going over to America, civilized community, going over there, we fighting with sticks and whatever. And we changed, we said, we going back to what they did, we changed the mind of a people. Man, the people come greedy and corporate. Corporate went over there and got an African's mind, and they started fighting each other with oil. What God told, he gave you everything. I'm giving you land of milk and honey. It got to be Africa. Nobody else can say that, but your silver, your gold, your everything, your oil, everything came out of Africa.
Right.
And they kill us over there, they kill us over here, because they don't want us to be the one. They're trying to figure out which one is the one. Which one we looking for now? You know he coming out because he gave us everything. Yeah. That deep end, I'm giving you the land, all the milk and land. we crossing over to the land with all the milk and honey and all the gold was in Africa.
Right.
That's perspective right there. Think about it. Everything was given us in Africa. And we come over being another man's slave. Work a job. Never told us to work a job. He gave us everything. Man.
Well, will we?
I'm sorry, but I shouldn't have went that deep. You went way back deep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're deep now. How are we going to come out of the hole?
Well, coming out of it right now, we got to look at it like that. We got to help the next generation. We got to educate them. We got to love on them. These kids and this generation came through. They angry, they mad, and they see it, but they can't get it. But they're gonna need the guidance of some of us old men come back and help them with a few things. We got to go back and help our own community and get things like I just broke that out right there. It came from Africa. Everything God told us, and it was African. We have it. We as older men got to go back and mentor some of these younger guys so they don't have to meet them halfway. They got technology, but they got to hear this stuff out of a black man's voice.
Okay.
That we can overcome. We overcame slavery in America. We overcame all that. So now we got to tell them in this world here, you're going to have to hit some obstacles, but you're going to be able to overcome this. Beyond what they say. Man, people came out our age, they came out of Chicago Project, they got to be doctor, lawyer, they got to be, one of them got to be the mayor, all this stuff happened coming out of the project. So I'm saying, if you overcome that, y'all got a clear straight shot. No obstacles, a few obstacles. Now, so we got to put this in the youth mind today, and young men, the men 30 and 40, they need us. They just go to work back home, then they run around church kissing another man. Running around church, 34 years, running around kissing another man's slave. When the man gonna be a man? The black man. Did we lose him? He can't lose. Then they put us on the front line when I was young. They come take us out the house, go to Vietnam fight. Come back, you ain't got nowhere to stay. You can't eat in the restaurant. Can't get a cup of coffee in the restaurant. They took us, still trying to kill us on the front line.
Yeah.
World War II, they had a whole black battalion. Oh, they put them out there. They couldn't even eat with the other white guys. They had to give them their own black battalion. Am I right?
Fighting for the same
thing.
country.
The Tuskegee Airmen. The Airmen, was that Tuskegee, Alabama?
They flew as, I mentioned about blacks being superior.
Yeah.
They flew as escorts to the American fighters and didn't lose a plane.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We did all that, but it kept us divided.
Yeah.
America always wanted to divide. They don't want us to get our mind together. We come together, we some powerful people. Because he put something in us to be powerful. Come on, all we can overcome to be this, and we still run around. If they give me nothing. Give me opportunity. After that, we should be it.
You know, it works. My last, 8 or 9 years in civil service was an equal employment opportunity manager. Okay. So what happened is that we had very few African Americans in the shops. So how can we do it? Well, the union wouldn't accept us. So if the union didn't accept it, then what do? Well, you have to become thinking out of the box.
That come wisdom.
So we had what we called it,
apprentice program?
Apprentice and on-the-job training program. There you go. I think your son was in the one that we had the resource center, right?
Oh no, that was the
job.
youth bill.
Yeah, youth bill. But we got to come up with these type of programs.
Yeah.
And we had the female. I had to call her name because she impressed me a great deal. Ella Miller. You probably know Ella Miller.
Okay.
You probably know. Anyway. She said, I'm going to apply for one of these pipe fitter jobs, you know? And I said, okay. So she applied. She had CLC work with us. You know, they get the academic training, CLC, and on-the-job training there. And she became one of the best pipe fitters out there, got all kind of awards and everything,
back then.
You know?
So that she broke the door open.
Way back in 1990, 80, yeah.
So she broke the door open.
But we know how to think out of the box to make things happen. Now, I've been trying to make things happen with the state's attorney's office to hire more black attorneys.
Okay.
Now we know that the prisons are filled, right?
Yeah.
We got majority of blacks are in the prison, okay? But we don't have any, as a matter of fact, we don't have any, I think, public defenders. And what a public defender will do, the public defender will get you to negotiate.
Yeah, the last one was Tory Newsom and the new judge. The new judge, with the new judge.
Well, I'm done the public defender. But I mean the state's attorney's office.
I'm talking about the last state attorney.
The last one
public
was.
defender, the last two I knew. I don't go down there no more.
Yeah, right. But now how can you have attorneys sending blacks to prison and you don't have any, in the office there, prosecutor, prosecutor?
Well,
I think we may have one or two.
Well, you got it.
One or two out of how many?
We got to recruit from black. I told you the system never want to let go. A system never want to let go. I don't care who ahead. It's a system.
Okay.
And the system don't want to let go of what they've been doing. So we got to look at, you give some ideas about going to black colleges and recruiting.
Okay.
Do they go to black college recruit? Same with the schools. Do you go to black college?
Well, I think the College of Lake County used to do it.
Okay.
A person by the name Harrison was his name. I don't know if you know him or not, but he used to go Louisiana and all over the South recruiting.
Yeah.
But he still wasn't successful.
Well, as other minorities take over in Illinois, in Lake County.
Okay.
We at the bottom of the list. Who cares?
Okay.
You got more Spanish going to jail, more Spanish now than blacks. They pile them in. So I'm saying walk here in North Chicago, it's all Spanish. You go Highwood, Round Lake, they're most Spanish, and they ain't playing. And so we need people to speak their language, so they're going to bring in a Spanish lawyer.
One more goodie I'd like to give to you is African-American students are not applying for scholarships. Okay? Now, there are plenty of scholarships available. Matter of fact, I had about 200 of them here. I'm going to give you the source here.
I'll put that on there.
Yeah, that the scholarships available, but why they're not applying, that's another thing. I guess you have to lean on the parents, okay, but really the guidance counselors in the high school.
They control everything. The guys, they control everything.
They have to let the...
And that's when you're going back to that color thing. You got some old white guidance counselors trying to tell kids, but they few kids. They don't see the kids. They don't understand the kids going home hungry.
Okay.
They don't know how you got to make it. Parents don't have money saved up, $10,000.
Okay.
So the guidance teacher don't see this. He guiding them somewhere they can't possibly go. They need to guide me, something like that.
Okay. And also, it's so many areas there. We just need a program on each area, really. But if you come to the place where you have to have hospitalization, you gotta have you die.
Yeah.
And don't have the money to bury. Like all these kids are now getting killed and so forth. Parents don't have the money to bury because they're not planning on to die. Yeah, right.
My wife keep insurance on all the kids.
Okay.
I mean, it's real cheap when they're young. I mean, it's don't cheap $4, $5. People need to know they're gonna die.
Okay.
And Mama got kids. She'll spend $20 a month on insurance when instead of driving a bottle of wine or whatever cigarette, she should be $20 on a kid living in a rough neighborhood.
Okay. And then we have the mortician, I guess. Well, they have one I know that work with the families.
Yeah, well, but they gotta live too. All that stuff live. They gotta live. And you go there, you buy every dress, you buy a costume for the kids at Halloween, you do all the stuff, and nobody spend $20 a month on insurance.
Okay. But there's so many areas.
So I'm saying the lack of the voice of the man from 45 on down. The man been missing. The black man been missing. He go to church and kiss around the pastor and do all that, but he don't be a man. And the kids don't see a man. That's why I've been in the neighborhood every summer. I've been in the neighborhood with Brother Willie's Concession on 27, showing these kids a black man can own a business. I've been there 5 years helping the kids in the community.
Black men can own homes too.
They can own homes. So that's what I said.
In other words,
we got to show them that.
You pay rent.
You got to own a house. But we need men to guide them. We need men.
Okay.
We need men. And I like one other thing I'm doing this spring, bringing men together, bringing information to men free breakfast this fall, this spring, and bring men together, bring young men and older men together, and be able to be worship, but give us what's going on in the community.
Okay.
To help our other, we've been trying to help these young men and the men 45 and under with everything we can. We'll feed them free. His brother Willie, Beyond the Limit, his nonprofit organization. We're gonna do that this spring. And some things I'm gonna be doing myself. I'm not gonna sit here and talk on TV and don't do nothing. Hands still can move.
Brother Willie, along the North Shore, we have a black mayor in Chicago,
Yeah.
black mayor in North Chicago,
Yeah.
black mayor in Waukegan, and a black mayor in Zion.
Yeah.
Now, why can't this North Shore move?
And the mayor of North Chicago, all the mayors.
Oh, all the mayors in the
Illinois.
state of Illinois. Ladies and
power.
gentlemen, we've been fortunate to have with us Brother Willie and Willie Brooks, no kin. And anytime, any subject that we want to talk about, he's the man.
We just kick it.
And we want to thank you for taking time from your busy schedule to viewing this program. This has been Community Forum. My name is Dr. Wadell Brooks Sr., your host.
You know, you got it.